So hello guys, welcome back to another video. This is lecture number 9 of our React Mastery course. In this lecture, we will start working on our project number first. So let's do it. So first of all, what we are gonna do, we will delete all the previous stuff from our index.js, and then we will delete all the stuff in our app.js. And now we will start from the scratch. So first of all, as we learned in the previous lecture that there are going to be 3 files in our src folder. First will be index.js, which is essential. Second is app.js, and third will be profile card. So let's make the third file, profile card .jsx. Okay, so for now we will just make a rough profile card component. Here we will just return a single div which will say profile card, and we will save this and then export this function. And now we will save this. So now what we are gonna do, we will import this profile card component in our app file, app.jsx file. So let's import this. And then we will make our app component by function. And now here we also have to remember that we also have to make one header at the top of this. So what we will do, we will make a div, and then inside this div we will make a header, and then in the header we will type, and then we will use that profile card component. So that's it. So because we want to use 3 cards, then we will use the profile card component 3 times. So that's it. Now we will make our index.js file. Okay guys, so after completing the app.jsx file, now we will complete our index.js file. So first of all, we will start by importing React and React DOM. Now we will use the root. Document.get element by id, and now root. Now const root is equal to react DOM dot create root. Here we will type L. Now what we will do, we will react root dot render. We will render our app component. So now we will also need to import our app component in index.js file. And now we will save this and let's see if it works. It should work now, but it is not working. There is something wrong, I think. Why it is not working, I don't know. Okay, so we forgot to return here. So now if we run this, okay, so as you can see that this works totally fine now. And our basic core components are ready. So now you might notice one thing. So first of all, let me explain you that if we change anything here, like, so then it will instantly show the results on our main app. Like if we change anything in any of these three files, it will instantly show the result. So now you might notice one thing, that if we print this, now if we change something like in the div, make another h1, now we save this. Now you can see that this is showing header Alexa profile card, and this is repeating the same pattern 3 times. But what we want to use is we want to display 3 cards with different information. Now that might be a problem here. So now we can solve that problem with the help of props. So let us understand how can we solve that problem with the help of slides. Okay, so now here is our app component, and these are children components, which are profile card. Now we want to give 3 different commands to these 3 different components. For example, for the first component we will ask to print Alexa and all this information related to Alexa, and in second component we might want to print Cortana and all the information related to that, and in third card we might want to display Siri and all the information related to that. Now for that we need props. So let me now explain you the props system. So what props does? Props passes the data from parent to child. So for example, this is parent component and this is child component. Suppose if you want to pass some data from parent component to child component, we can use it through props. Props returns an object of attribute. Props allow a parent to configure each child differently. For example, showing different text, different styles, etc. The main thing is that props is only a one-way flow system, which means that you can only transfer data from parent component to child component. You cannot do it vice versa. So this is the how basic prop system work, and if you understand this correctly, you will have something really 25% of React understanding, because props is one of the most important things in React. Now, for example, suppose that if we return child component with attribute color is equal to red. So what prop does? Prop will convert that attribute into object. And as you can see in the child component, we can extract this by using div and curly brackets props.color. So now, if you want to do communication with props, there are 4 steps. First of all, we need to add attribute to a JSX elements, like we have done this here. And in second step, React will collect the attributes and put them in an object. In the third step, props object shows up as the first argument to the child component function, as you can see here in this child component diagram. And then we use the props however we want them to be used. So this was props. but the main thing here is that we need to configure how can we use these props to get our work done. So that is a very interesting thing, and you will learn a lot of things when we do this. So guys, this was all for today. In the next lecture we will learn how can we apply the knowledge of these props we understand in this lecture to solve our problem of displaying different information in all these three cards. So guys, this was all for today. Hope you liked today's lecture. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next lecture.